Okay, so if you're a first-year law student, I get it. I know exactly what you're going through right now. You are deep in the thick of it, right? The pressure is just massive. And this whole exam season can feel like you're completely overwhelmed. Well, think of this as your personal playbook. We're not just going to help you survive this final push. We're going to help you absolutely crush it. But before we even get into strategy, let's just stop for a second and acknowledge this. You have worked harder than you probably ever have in your entire life. I mean, being a 1L, it's not just about academics, is it? It's a mental game, it's a personal challenge. It tests you in ways you couldn't have seen coming. This journey demands everything you've got. So just take a breath and give yourself credit for that incredible effort. It's a huge deal. All right, but here's the tough part. In law school, the final exam is, well, it's everything. This is an undergrad where you've got quizzes and midterms to build up your grade over time. Nope, law school's a whole different animal. For most of your classes, this one single exam is worth most, if not all, of your grade for the entire semester. The stakes? Yeah, they couldn't be higher. So how do you conquer an exam with stakes that high? Well, here's the mindset we need to get into. You are going to create your own luck. Success on these exams isn't some random lottery. It's all about intentional, strategic preparation. You are in the driver's seat. I really want this to sink in. These finals, they're not about luck, not at all. The outcome isn't written in the stars somewhere. It's all about the focused, hard work you put in between now and test day. That's what's going to make all the difference. You are 100% in control of this. I love this analogy. It's just perfect. Think about it. Can you imagine a team showing up to play in the Super Bowl without ever having played a single real game? It's insane, right? Absolutely ridiculous. Well, that is exactly what you were doing if you walk into a final without doing a full timed practice exam. You're just setting yourself up for disaster. Okay, so we all agree practice is key. But here's the thing. It's not just about practicing. It's about practicing the right way. That's what really separates the people who do okay from the people who do great. So let's dive into what that actually looks like. You need a game plan for your practice. You don't just jump into the deep end. You start small. Begin with those multiple choice questions, the MBEs, and do them untimed with your notes open. Just get a feel for them. Then you slowly crank up the heat. Add a timer. Close your books. And for the essays, don't just sketch out an outline. You've got to write out the full thing under exam conditions. But the most important step, the real game changer, you have to get feedback. You need a fresh set of eyes to see what you're missing. And this right here, this is so important. It is not about volume, it's about quality. Seriously, you could write 100 practice essays, but if you're making the same analytical mistakes again and again and again, you're not getting better. You're just reinforcing bad habits. Your focus has to be on learning from each and every attempt. So what does a winning essay actually look like? It looks like this: IRAC. Issue, Rule, Application, Conclusion. Get this tattooed on your brain. This isn't some helpful hint, okay? This is the blueprint. It's the fundamental structure of legal analysis, and it's how your professor expects you to write. Every single practice essay you do needs to be IRAC'd out to build that critical muscle memory. When you're writing, think of yourself as a surgeon. You need to be precise. Your job is to zero in on the exact issues that the facts are raising. Don't go off on some tangent about an interesting legal idea that isn't actually in the problem. That's a waste of precious time. The points, all the points, are in applying the right rules to the specific facts you've been given. Okay, all this practice strategy is fantastic, but it's pretty much useless without one key thing. You have to know the doctrine cold. Let this sink in. I'm going to say it again because it is that important. There is absolutely no strategic substitute for knowing the doctrine. None. You can't outsmart or out-organize a hole in your knowledge of the rules. The entire foundation of your success is a deep, rock-solid command of the actual law. So how do you get there? Well, first off, you have to actually memorize your rules. And for the big topics you know are coming, prepare a slap-down rule statement that's ready to go. You want to know the rules so well that when you read a fact pattern, the issues just light up. They practically jump off the page at you. And a huge tip, recreate your test day environment when you study. It seriously reduces stress and makes the real thing feel so much more familiar. All right, you have the strategy, you have the tools. Now for the final and maybe the most important piece of the puzzle, your mindset. It's time to shift from preparation to performance and watch into that exam room with total confidence. I want you to reframe how you're thinking about this exam. This isn't a threat. It's not a monster coming to get you. This is your opportunity. It's your stage. It's your one big chance to show off all the incredible work you've put in all semester long. You finally get to show your professor everything you've learned. And don't you ever forget this. Being a stressed out 1L is a pretty good problem to have. You know what it means? It means you earned your spot here. You belong in that room. You've made it this far, and the finish line is right there in front of you. You have to believe this in your bones. Think about it. All those hours in the library, the confusing cold calls, this super dense reading, it was all leading to this exact moment. Through your sheer hard work and dedication, you have prepared yourself. You are ready. So as you walk into that exam, just keep this final checklist in your mind. First, believe in yourself and the mountain of work you've already done. Second, lean into your strengths, the unique way your mind analyzes problems. And third, go in with a smart plan for managing your time from the second the clock starts. I'm going to leave you with the professor's own words because, honestly, I can't say it any better. You've done the work. You are ready. Now go do your thing and kill that exam. You've got this.